This tutorial video is about Canva Classroom. In order to get to Canva Classroom, you have to log into Canva. This will show up on your home page. You're going to go to the left-hand side and click on Classroom. Once you've done that, you're going to see a few things. On the left-hand side, you're going to see classes. These are all pre-rostered for you in IC, and they update every single night. So if you have a new student that was added to your class or dropped every day, the roster in Canva will be updated as well. So you're going to notice when you click on your class that you will have you, your co-teacher, and then all of your students listed. In order to view assignments, you're going to click on the Assignments tab. Now, these are assignments that you have assigned to students. I will go over in a second how to assign assignments, but let's say I already assigned something to students. It will show up in the Assignments tab. Now, I assigned this to students, meaning I sent them a copy of my document, and you're going to see that you have all of your students listed and the status. So I'm going to notice that this student turned it in and it's waiting to be reviewed. Now I can see that on this screen, and I can see that on my to review screen that I had 2 students turn in assignments that I need to look at. When I click on that assignment, it's going to pop up that student's assignment, what they did. Now you're going to notice that you can leave comments in specific places. So if I wanted to leave a comment on page 6, I could leave it right here. Or you can leave overall comments for the whole document. When you're done leaving your comments, your feedback, you're going to hit the review in the top right corner. You can leave overall feedback on the document. Because there's no grading in Canva, this would be a good place to say you received a 2.5 and here's why, or you received a 3 and here's why. If you want students to resubmit, you'd click Ask for a Resubmission. It would push it back to that student. It would send them an email as well asking for them to resubmit. If they're good to go, you don't want them to resubmit, you're going to hit Mark as Done. Now, once you've done that, I'm going to go back to my classwork tab. Once you've done that, you will see the status change. So if I look at my assignments and I pushed it back to this student, it would say reviewed, it's completed, or it needs to be resubmitted. So you can have a quick snapshot of your students' assignments. Now, this reviewed tab is where that assignment would go. So these are all of the assignments that I have already reviewed. Now, the last piece of Canva Classroom is assigning assignments. You are not going to do that here. You are actually going to do that with an assignment you have. So let's say this was what I wanted to assign my students. Maybe I put the directions up at the top on page 1 that they have to create an Instagram profile about a character of their choice. I would go up to the top right corner and hit Assign. Now, once I do this, I want to assign to students in Canva. After I hit continue, I can click on whatever classes I want. You can click on multiple classes at one time. If I want to assign it to this class, I could notify students via email, or I can turn this toggle off if I don't want to notify students via email. And then I can type a message. Maybe I say what the directions are and what the due date is, and I would hit Assign. Now, when you do this, this pushes out a forced copy of this document to each student where it's already renamed for them with their name, and you automatically have edit access to all of the students' documents. When you assign it, it will also show up in the Classwork tab or the Classroom tab under Assignments. So if I were to assign it, it would pop up here. I hope this helps with assigning assignments in Canva Classroom, as well as a quick overview on how to view and navigate the Canva Classroom.